Okay, back to submitting my client's show to Apple Podcast. I've come back and it's all the details are here now. So this is what you'll be able to see when it pulls through all of the information. So you'll see your artwork here, everything basically that's on your host. So if you fill out your podcast settings there, then that's what's going to pull through. So all you need to do is basically check it. So it's episodic. That's the show ID. So if you input that into Apple Podcasts, then that's at the back end of the URL. That's how you'll find your show. Or you can obviously input the keywords or your name. Update frequency. This basically will tell your listeners how often. It doesn't really matter, but I wouldn't really worry about it. This one's going to be weekly. This is the category it's in. It does not show explicit content. That basically means do you swear in it? And if you do swear in it, then set that in your default. You can set that here as well. This is your URL for Apple Podcasts. So when you say to people, follow us on Apple Podcasts, that's what they'll be doing. There's the ID that I mentioned. So that's the bit that's at the back end. This is the day. This is the last update. That's your RSS feed. This is the description that you will have input into your host, etc., etc. So once you're comfortable with all of these things, and I'm just going to need to save. That's when you'll be able to publish. So once you're happy with all of these things, that's when you hit publish. And that is when the show is submitted to Apple Podcasts for them to approve or not approve. And that rarely happens. And that's usually to do with the artwork not meeting their standards, which are 1600 by 1600 minimum, 3000 by 3000 JPEG maximum. So as long as, there could be other reasons if it was really blurry or poor quality, or if there was anything explicit or against their community guidelines. It's very rare these days that your show gets rejected. There are probably other things as well, but nowadays it's highly unlikely that it's going to be rejected, mostly because you input all of the settings, etc., through a specific podcast host who know exactly what Apple Podcasts want, and they will tell you that's how they set things up. So that being said, I'm not going to publish right now because I just have to check a few things with my client, but that's it. That's exactly how easy it is.